Game kedua bang ya, antara tim Liquid PH melawan Aurora Gaming.
Match point for the undefeated cavalry.
Ini dia.
tlph on the brink of extinguishing the loseless record.
Telat dong.
Yep. Early game. Let's see if this is gonna turn out the same way it did in game number 1, because to some extent there is a bit more time
masih
needed
setia
for
dengan
Team
Cecilion
to get the necessary damage.
Yeah.
So they need to play it a little more carefully as well, considering that most is gonna come from Carl TZ in the early stages of the game.
Yeah, and the thing is, even if Aurora decides to play disciplined, defensive,
waduh.
but Renegade goes right after OHEB.
Oh, already getting the revitalized out. It's currently action in the bottom lane.
Sekarat dong kayaknya.
Renegade also popping his, so they get that out at least from the two roamers, and nothing converts of it.
Okay, equal trade the TKO. Both teams will disengage, and again, if you're Aurora, you actually played defensively
pakai Novaria di sini,
for game number 1. But tlph is one of those rare teams that can increase a lead despite clashes being not being there through getting objectives, and Carl TZ being as active as getting the jungle creeps that can come from Demon Kite, and with the scouting report again that can come from the duo of Sanji and Sanford. If Demon Kite doesn't get around the fact that he's gonna get invaded a lot of times, Aurora might just lose this.
Yeah, luckily for him, he isn't being invaded as much yet. It was almost OHEB even who Aurora were planning to rotate towards but he is staying under the turret for now. They need to play this very safe.
Dipotong di sana.
Renegade is no easy
Tatalang
target to take
pertama
down at this
sudah
point, even
muncul.
just looking at his emblem builds and his overall tankiness. So let's see how this goes.
They're gonna blitz the turtle here. There's
flicker.
the flicker forward. Carl gets the turtle. Still
First
looking for the
blood.
fight as he falls. Now Carl, Demon Kite both down in the exchange. Still breaking out, but two revitalizers already popped too, and now Renegade
Nggak
in
kena
trouble. Heals
apanya,
up a little bit more. Doesn't have
Sanjinya.
the level 4 either, and Edward just dunking on JP. And now Sanford, the
dilepas
next
kah?
target with UA behind him. Won't be able to catch him at
Selamat
all,
Sanford,
but I would say Aurora's happy with the exchange.
And that's why you pick the Phobias of Edward, first phase of the red side. If Edward gets a comfortable hero,
Oh, the shot from down under with Sanji, but OHEB will cap off the kill.
I was supposed to say that was a crucial missed star shutter from Sanji in that first skirmish we've seen, but he redeemed himself so well with that kill towards Dominkite.
well, you know what is with OHEB and getting himself into tough places, just going crazy again, bringing down Dominkite on the gold lane. A relentless style of OHEB. We've seen a lot of iterations of OHEB. This time it looks like he's embodying the Liquid Express style.
Yep, he is probably one of the cores of that kind of Liquid Express style, but okay, he survives for now.
I don't know if he's just planning to go ahead and try to bait Dominkite here. There's 3 here, the rest of the team too. Oh, they can't find him. They can't find him. OHEB does go through, and now Dominkite just tries to pick up a kill.
Mati nggak?
Is going to be popped
Mati
too,
juga
but
akhirnya.
now both gold laners in trouble as they both fall, and now still bringing it out. A meteor will miss, but they'll go ahead and
Mati
disengage.
juga
Trade
akhirnya.
after trade, blow after blow. 2 gold laners, no more. Kill scoreboard 3-3. Gold lead almost non-existent. We have a ball game for our star match.
So many action happening in the bottom side of the map. The gold laners cannot get their farm as peacefully. Not to mention the adjustments that were made in terms of the early laning phase, so you need to be extra careful, but that's not what's happening.
Edward taking a ton of damage, relying on the Brave Smite to heal back up here. The shots from the backside too, still being worked on.
Masih selamat dong Edward nah.
Goes back to the turtle. He's gonna avatar the Guardian out. Renegade was on the hunt
Partinya
for Carl,
sekarat.
but won't find him. Instead, it's gonna go ahead and find Sanford, going 1 versus 3. Will be able to back off, and they'll zone them off from the. Oh! But again, Sanji finds the shot.
Imagine being able to chase after all the
Padahal
members
gatot
of
loh.
Team Liquid Philippines and taking
Hindi
all of their attention
golnya
away
masih
from the
dipegang oleh
objective
OHEB.
that was taken by Aurora. Renegade is just too tanky
Tapi
right
setidaknya
now.
masih ada UA bang.
I doubt that Team Liquid Philippines has the necessary tools to take him down.
Yeah, the Hitman took a big hit for that Star Shatter from Sanji, but he did his job. Zone out the members of tlph. He did secure a kill onto Carl TZ, but he kept Oheb preoccupied, and now Aurora, 4-man rotation, 4-man swing to the bottom lane.
To hold it together again. A lot of this focus on the gold laner is trying to delay them as much as they can. Dominkai checks the push with the Daytona or Destinata. He's been doing that all game against Oheb.
Yeah, I mean, you have to utilize the kits you have, meaning the range that can
Ball
come
here,
from
huh?
Dominkai, as well as the Edward, the chase. JP goes for the glorious pathway to try and save the turret.
Oh, here. They're going to a shot again. Won't be able to find that one. Now the sphere still for another. Dominkai's going to get taken down. They might be still forced into a fight. Edward goes in with the Infernal Pursuit, takes the brunt of the damage, and UA firing off with the impact from the bats, and now Edward will go down. Oheb joining the fight, picks up a quick kill, and now they want to take a quick turret.
Oh, Carl TZ going for the jungle creeps. Again, it's all boiling down to who can re-engage first. tlph, specifically
beda
JP,
700.
good enough to cast the glorious pathway to keep Aurora preoccupied and stay in the bottom lane for a counter play from the cavalry.
Yep, Aurora might have to start rethinking the way they're spending so much time in that particular area of the map, because in as much as it has rewarded them to some extent right now, it doesn't seem to be the case. Things have eventually turned around. Doming is sitting on a 0-3 KDA, and that isn't what you want if you're Aurora. It has been Team Liquid Philippines who's able to capitalize on that time spent of Aurora in the bottom lane, and now they're in control in this upcoming turtle.
Wow, JP already using the
Scarab.
pathway. Last turtle of the game. They've been 1-for-1 so far on both sides, so they'll start this one up. An ultimate not available just yet. Will check things out, but right now they're just trying to get a position. Meanwhile, the push in the mid lane. And now Renajay will heal back up with the passive that he has. Still holds on to the Revitalize. And Dominkai trying to work on that turret, so they get back in position for the fight.
Okay, Dominkai already picked up his Sky Piercer. They go in!
Carl will get in, and now Demonkai's in trouble. Gets stunned. A shot from the sphere again, and Oheb on the run will find Edward. And now Sanford with Renajay forces him back to base. UA is going to be able to land the bad impact. He does. Sanford's fine.
Oheb even used the Purify just to make sure that he'll be able to chase after these targets, able to take down members of Aurora. And it's really interesting to see how they're able to juggle everything, even defending that mid lane turret and then eventually resuming. Not to mention that very well-timed stun coming in from JP just to make sure that when Demonkite went in, attempted to contest that turtle with the Retribution, he wasn't able to time it well enough to do so.
It all boils down once again to their composition of Sanford, Sanji, and JP. The scouting report, the vision provided, the defense and front lines provided for tlph, for Carl TZ, Oheb to just do their things as the Baby Cakes duo. Meanwhile, in looking at the damage dealt, UA has been dishing out a lot of damage, but again, tlph is there, okay?
Whoa! Finally, Sanji's gonna get punished, but in the mid lane, they'll be able to find UA. Both down, and Oheb goes under the turret to be able to find one until Demonkite takes him out. And now Demonkite just watches as his team gets obliterated in the mid lane.
4-man down for Aurora, and tlph all of a sudden, we thought the Land of Dawn was supposed to be quiet, but Aurora initiated, tlph countered with an amazing play.
Yep, to be fair, that was a
udah jadi BOD bang ya.
And pick off coming in from Aurora, but that cost them so much since the blade surge coming in from Carl TZ and the rest of the members too catching up were very on point. It landed onto multiple members at once, and at a timing where Demonkite himself wasn't ready to respond and engage just yet. Law and Order once again coming in from JP. And now Team Liquid
Lord yang pertama sudah muncul.
With a 3k gold lead.
Okay, Lord up for grabs, tlph in full control again of the Lord pit.
Sanford will get caught and in trouble, but maybe bought enough time. They're going to blitz the Lord. There's the flicker forward with the dark wave from Edward, trying to push them off the Lord. Who's going to be able to get the Lord? And now looking for the fight, and Edward falls. Renajay jumps in and will find one. And now Oheb gets grabbed by the claws, and a shot from Dominkite. We'll find one, looking for more, but Aurora comes back.
Itu jelas kesalahan strategi bang ya.
Dry kite bros.
Nggak pas.
But a
Padahal
beautiful
Hayabusanya
alert
masih
paired up with a divine
jauh.
intervention from the knockup coming from the Lord. Dominkite wrecking havoc with the
Kecepatan
Sonatas
itu.
now.
Retry
They're
Langsung
pushing in.
Yeah.
Lord in the bottom lane.
That felt like some sort of panic response from Team Liquid Philippines. A somewhat early retribution coming in from Carl
Langsung
TZ.
swing
Eventually
gitu
allowed
golnya
Demon
loh.
Kite, even without the quad shadow, to catch up and secure the turtle for Aurora. Now they have to defend this and be very careful of their next actions because Demon Kite right now, you could probably consider he's online.
Dapat
Again, catch up, San
dong.
Shadow Kill is gonna find Sanji, and now fighting under the Lord, under the turret, and Renegade jumps in, finds two with the Unbreakable, and Aurora will just outshine the
satu sama
Stampede,
dong.
and it looks like that's gonna be it to take
GG,
us to
bos.
Game 3 as Aurora comes through, turns things around, and
Satu
Dick
sama
gets
bang ya.
it done.
Gara-gara
We
Retry
have
TZ
Game
doang
3
miss.
ahead of us.